but it's just dependent on your mood. And I'm saying that when you meet a person, you're attracted to them, so that makes you smile. They say something nice to you, that makes you smile. So it's bringing out that particular side of yourself because you're feeling good.
And you're not living with them, so you don't know they're
about yourself all the time.
Because a lot of people are not. No, I'm sorry.
Boo.
But there's a lot of people, I mean, not to be particular or anything, you know what I'm saying? But when you're in a relationship, I don't care who you are. When you first meet someone or whatever, when you guys go on your first date, you're going to sit there. You're going to sit up straight. You're going to sit it there and you're going to use your manners, you know what I'm saying? Whereas if you know that maybe 6 months down the line, you may lean back in your chair. That's basically what she's saying. People give up their best selves in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? And as presentation-wise, and then it settles down, they slack off.
What I would like to think, that I behave the same way.
I thought that too, until on the other side, my husband will say, you don't do that anymore. You used to do this or you used to do that when we first started dating. They always bring back that part, you know, when we first got together. And I have changed because years have passed and I'm not the same person. I'm not showing my best self constantly because we're already in a relationship. He knows me. He knows my ways and things of that nature, but we don't do the same thing that we did when we first met them, when it's all about that person. You don't live with that person, so you don't know their living arrangements, their living habits, the things that irk you, that one thing that they constantly do every day that you didn't see back then because everybody was on their best self. You know, they made sure when you were at their house that everything was in order, even though before you came it was a whole nother story. And then vice versa, when they come to your house, you make sure everything is in order. You're not going to go to the bathroom and have the door open and have a conversation with them during that time because that's not your best self. But 6 months later, it's all good.
Not me. I'm gonna close the door. I'm closing the door.
But see,
married, no married, relationship,
a
year, or whatever.
What I'm saying is based upon your mood, you're gonna respond. Like for instance, you and let's take it out of the concept of us. You meet a guy and you guys go on a date. The guy had a really good day at work, and so he's real mannerable to you, you know, chivalry, all that, right? So you enjoy that, right? And then the next time y'all go on a date, the second time now, he had a really bad day at work. And so now his mood is kind of like dampened. You know, he's not smiling as bright. So when you have that second date, it may cause you to feel like, you know, I wonder what's wrong with him. Maybe he's not feeling me, or, you know what I'm saying? And then you might react to that. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying that your mood can cause you to put your best self forward. If you're feeling really good, if you felt that same way you felt every day, then you can present that person every day. But you can't, things happen in life. You know what I'm saying? You can confront, you could have an accident one day. You're not going to be your best self that day. You understand what I'm saying? Your body hurt, you got a headache, somebody call you on the phone, and you don't really feel like talking. Whereas when you first met them that first day, everything that happened in that day was good, so that's an inside joke. But anyway, that first day it happened, you know, you felt good. So when they call, you're like, you know, hey, how you doing? But the day you had an accident, it's like, yeah, how you doing? You know. So I'm saying
but
that.
But you can't use that because I understand what you're saying. But, you know, using the instance of an accident, that's totally different.
But these are everyday life events that do cause people, and everybody don't say, I had an accident today. You can call somebody and they just be like, yeah, well, no.
I will tell you I had a car accident and I won't talk on the phone. How many times have I told you, I'm ready to get out the phone? Girlfriend, I'm ready to get out the phone.
But I'm saying, you will meet a guy and you won't tell him that. You be like, well,
you don't want to burden him. You don't want to burden him with that.
Who? Me?
I'm not saying you wouldn't tell him, but I'm not.
You're the exception. You know what you want. And you know what you need to get. And that's all.
And you know what? That's my point. And what women want is that all women are different.
And what they want. Yeah, that's true.
But are they being honest with what they want?
They got to find out what they want first.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to find out what you want and know what you want, you know, before you move on. I learned that, you know, getting older, you begin to find out who you are. Because as some of us, we don't even know who we are as an individual. You know, we wake up with ourselves every day. We live with ourselves every day. But as an individual, we don't know who we are. And I think once you get older, then you start to realize who you are. Then you don't, you know, you don't need to go out and do all these things that you used to do anymore because you feel fulfilled.
Right.
You know, because you know who you are. You know what you want. And you feel fulfilled with that. So, you know, that's a little bit different.
Well, I want intimacy. I love intimacy.
Who don't want no intimacy?
I know
What? Define
But
what?
no,
Intimacy is a big broad word.
Yeah, that's true.
And for some people, intimacy means affection. And then for some people, it just means closeness, conversation.
It's being attentive to my needs and just being aware and being open to it. Like always watching me and just observing from a distance to know what I like, what I want. And it could be with anything. Oh, she's about to do this. Let me help her with that.
If she feel like she wants some water.
Yeah, or let me read to her. Let me, you know, let me rub her hair or something and let her lean back and we just watch TV or something. That type, but it's really being observant in your mate's needs. And that's the intimacy I want. And I like.
Okay, I see.
Okay, well, I could put that on my list.
Me too.
Because I'm telling you, I just want them to always be aware.
So
of
basically, let me just stop and say, we can be safe to say we're discussing what we want in relationships right now.
I think
yeah, because that wasn't a change. Yeah, you right.
Okay, no, because we said what we want is we got all these categories. I just want to be clear that this one is about relationships. That
Yeah.
word.
That's
Okay.
clear.
Okay.
That's a clear statement.
Okay.
Well, as far as you talking about with the intimacy, you talking about the break off and all that? What you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, as far as intimacy,
Well, do you want intimacy?
Of course.
I'm just asking.
I want intimacy. I want some fire burning passion. I want,
He said fire burning.
yeah,
Passion.
yeah,
Passion.
passion. I want fire burning passion. I want, you know, I don't know. I just want to be, I love being a woman. I really love being a woman. And I want him to love me being a woman just to sit, look at my baby. She looks like she need a little, look like she need a little break off right now. Let me go and give her a little.
I'm sure you don't have no problem with that area.
Oh my goodness. You know, look like she needs some attention, some affection. You know, I just like those things. I like, you know, little nice words, you know, opening up the drawer, seeing a little card and, you know, a little love note and, you know, I do the same in return. You know, but I really, really like that. And the intimacy, I like laying up on the sofa, watching a movie, you know, getting breakfast in the bed. When I do eat breakfast, I really don't eat breakfast that much, but anyway.
I just want connection. That's pretty much what's important to me. Not just on a superficial, you know, we in a relationship, we married, or we doing whatever we doing, and we come to it with these set expectations, but just a connection. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, females have a connection with each other.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to get that same connection, or maybe, I don't know if it's possible. I've had glimpses of that connection before in my relationships,
But it comes in and out.
You know
I mean,
what?
you get that connection.
okay, but that's what I'm saying. Exactly. It comes in and out, but having the other person be aware that it comes in and out. And when it's out, that sometimes consciously we gotta come back and connect.
But you gotta communicate. I mean, because that's
But
the part. Well, then that's not the right one.
Well, you can't necessarily say that that's not the right one either, because you know sometimes men doesn't comprehend everything.
Right, but how long is it going to take for you to say, okay, I done laid it down a couple of times, this is not working. We need to shift. We need to change, and they still can't comprehend. How long do you stay and deal with that?
But then you go somewhere else and
And
it's
no
the same
same
thing.
thing.
Not necessarily. It'll be a whole different type of dish.
But in essence, the
The
same.
thing. Because
Okay,
that's something
but
then-
particular that you like.
But you have to figure out. This is what I always say. I say that a lot of other married women, what your tolerance level is different. Everyone's tolerance level is different. So you have to decide what is your tolerance level. What can you tolerate the most?